Good evening, everybody. Good evening. Woo Tang. Woo Tang. What's up? Anthony, what up? Chris Brooks. Rocking the mic. What's up, Chris? What's cracking? Oh, there's a new update available here for this camera. Let's see if it gets my shit more crisp. What I need to do is once I make some more cheese, right? First thing I'm going to do, two things. First thing, main thing is I'm going to get a new laptop. My shit's from 2019. As you guys know, I had to get a new camera because my camera it came with 6 years ago. It might have been fly, but now it's garbage. So, but first thing I want to do is get a new laptop. That's the first thing I want to do. But in time, right? In time. How are we doing tonight? How are we doing? Okay, let's see. Here, watch this. Oh, wait, now this shit is different. Image adjustment. Okay, so I think... Good night! I think if I do the auto white balance... Yeah, see, I'm a little less white, but I'm going to keep it this way. Auto exposure. Ooh, dark. All right. We're back in business. Stop motion. What's up, brother? Uncle Marco. Jesus. What's up, kid? David ain't fighting David. He is. Woo. It's official. Nobody wants to see this shit, but it's official. Spence versus Fundora. That we might see Spence's career over. I think Spence might barely win a tough fight where he takes a massive ass whooping, where they both do, and he might just call it quits. That's how I see that fight going. And Spence might even pull it out. Background item. Okay. So, Benavidez, he's going to whoop Morrell's ass mercilessly. Better than David versus Hart. True dat. Yo, Will, remind me. You're from my neck of the woods, right? Where are you from and how old are you? Remind me. I forget. I know you told me, but I forget. I'm a Spence fan to the end. Well, guess what, Anthony? The end is near. So, that's on you. Seems like the makeup for Spence versus Crawford 2 for Undisputed. Nah. I don't think Spence is going to have a showing for himself that's going to get anybody amped to see him fight Crawford again or think he stands a chance. Oh, Crawford didn't look that great either, so. Why do you not like Benavidez versus? Because Morrell doesn't deserve it. He should be fighting Canelo, right? But fuck it. Morrell doesn't deserve it. I'd rather see him fight, God, he beat everybody. There's dudes at 75 he could fight, I guess. Maybe not. I want Beterbiev to knock money out Saturday, cold, and then Benavidez fights Beterbiev for a mega fight. And I want Benavidez to sleep Morrell. So I want both guys to come into that matchup having dominated their opponents of last. I'm betting Morrell. You could do what you want. Harlem, and I'm 40. Remember where I'm from, Woo? Remember where I'm from? Manhattan in the fucking house. The 212 coming through. Ain't nothing old, it's all new. School. We ain't no fools. Bitches be drooling. Watching the old school rules. All right. Sorry. I know that's probably the whitest rhyme you've ever heard. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Anthony, me too. Marketo, chill, man down. Look, I like Spence as a person. I think I like him more than I like Bud, personality-wise. And as a fighter, he was pretty exciting. But it's just not. He just doesn't. He's just levels apart from Bud. Even though I think Spence, there was something wrong with him that fight because he did not look like himself. but he's still levels below Bud. Tank versus Tio, not happening as long as Tio is with Top Rank. Well, maybe my man Turkey El Sheik will come in and sweeten the pot with a little Skrilla, a little cheddar cheese, a little cake, some ducats, and make it happen. Good evening, madame. Good evening. My only consistent female viewer. Well, Clarissa too. You. We had that other one, the gay girl. What the hell was her name? The Tank. She loved Tank. She was gay. The fuck was her name? I forgot her name. She hasn't come in here in years, in months though. Tank would destroy Tio. I don't know. Stop. Donuts Overdose. That is a great fucking screen name. I had a dream 2 days ago that this Morrell Benavidez fight would happen. You must have that must have been a dream in black and white, uneventful. 7th round KO for Tank. Tio fights up though to his competition. Let's not forget that. Still not happening, being Tank position on Turkey. Right. Tank is on some like narcissistic shit. Because the reason is Tank wants his career to go the way it's being tailor-made to go. And Turkey has the authority in the court of public opinion to shatter that perception of Tank's career. You know, because people like that like to say, I'll fight X so-and-so if I get enough money. Like Canelo said, I'll fight Benavidez 200 milli. Well, you got somebody like Turkey who can come in and be like, all right, here's 200 milli. Then what? They don't want to fight them because it's not the right move for their career. I'm not saying they're scared. It's just not the right move. And they know that they can't. They know that they'll be shit on, like destroyed in the court of public opinion if somebody like Turkey with unlimited funds comes in and says, okay, I removed your pay me more and I'll fight anybody. Every fighter who ducks or who doesn't want to fight somebody always says the same thing. If the money's right, because they know that nobody's going to come in and make the money right. But Turkey could do it. So you're rooting for, yes, I am rooting for Benavidez, but I'm going to call it subjectively. Did you see all the drama with, yeah, man. Is there more today? Because, yeah, I saw it. That's why I want Bivol to lose. One of the reasons. Things I respect the least in life, people who hurt women or children. Facts. Big facts. Super facts, as you young kids say. Marco dropping truth bombs. I'm dropping all kinds of bombs. It's Hiroshima out this bitch. It's Nagasaki up in this piece. Bivol's wife. Yeah, but a real woman wouldn't be airing out all the a word? She wouldn't? You know damn well that a real woman would have the balls to do that. Because nobody believes it unless it's out there. I disagree with that. That's bullshit. But that's, damn, you must hit women, donuts. You must whoop women's asses. Yeah, you don't trust her. You, man, if your oatmeal is cold in the morning, you will put your fucking foot knee deep in a girl's ass, huh? Donuts be whooping girls' asses. Word up, Chris. You know the deal. Chris, you know. She on social media blasting. Yeah, she should be. I don't blame her. If I ever get my ass whooped by a man, by a world champion boxer was whooping my ass, you damn right I want everybody to know. Because she should report it to the authorities and that's it. Nah. Nope. Because you know how hard it is to prove that? If she didn't call and plus we're dealing with Russian authorities. That's a whole different, but you guys don't even know what the Soviet shit's like, the communist shit. So the way to get him is in the court of public opinion too, because legally she might have no recourse because of the country she's in. and because she probably didn't report it as it happened, because he probably, who knows, he could have not let her leave the house or whatever. Now, that's the way you get him. That's the way you get him. Chris knows. Well, I don't know, Chris. Are you saying exactly to me or to him? Chris might be on some, Chris is on some beating women type shit. Damn, Chris. You got the wife beater on. Don't mean you got to do it. Jesus. I got to hear Bival's side. Yeah, that's true. Look, it's allegedly. We don't know for sure. We don't know. But, who knows? She could just be a shiesty bitch. Who knows? This will also ruin the kid's life later. No, it won't. I mean, you think people are going to remember this shit? What's up, Rich? Bro, she started tripping right after his fight with... So, yeah, she said that Bivol, his ego got out of control after Canelo. Oh, so you think that she's trying to get money? So... Exactly to you, Marco. Exactly what to me? Good. Hope not. Well, what I've learned in life, there's usually a balance. So we're talking each side now extreme. It's probably somewhere down the middle. She's probably a fucking nightmare, and he also probably slapped her up a few times. So it's probably something in the middle. So now she's trying to get his ass. And he probably did whoop her ass, but maybe it wasn't as bad. Or maybe she would hit him with pans and pots, and then finally, he hit her back. Now a real man leaves, calls the cops, breaks up, doesn't hit her back. So he shouldn't have done that. But that's probably what happened when you think about it. That's usually the case. It's usually somewhere in the middle. Berlanga, what I thought Berlanga lost every single round. I was shocked how everybody's been praising him like he's Buster Douglas. He just slept Tyson for losing every round and getting dropped. I heard in Russia they get one domestic a year as long as they don't send the partner to the hospital. No, you're just kidding. No, they don't. There's Clarissa. What's up? Do you think Haney giving Ryan a 48-hour alternative for the rematch? No, I don't think it's his way. I think he's trying to cover his ass for the lawsuit. I think he's trying. This is his way of being like, nah, I'm not just trying to sue. I'll fight him. But him knowing also, Ryan may very well be like, nah, fuck you. I'm not taking your rules. And 48 hours is nothing. You know what I mean? So it's his way of covering his ass and making it seem like he wants to fight him. Or maybe he really does just want to fight him. And that's his way of being like, you cheated. You got found with the shit in your system. So I could call the shots on what we do for the rematch, which I'm okay with. So it's either or. Bro, things were good before he got his big payday after she went divorced. How do we know things were good? We have no fucking idea. Maybe you're right, but maybe you're wrong. Yeah, me too. I hate how he get praised for losing every round. I know, it's wild. Ask Google. Google is not always accurate. My brother. Daughter's getting up. I can't sleep. Get your ass to sleep, girl. And she picked Arthur to win. Well, she hates him. And that could be because he whooped her ass brutally for the whole relationship. That could be because she's a shady bitch and wants to get him back and squeeze every dime out of him. Or that could be, which is probably the most likely, is they've had a real tumultuous relationship where they both did fucked up shit. But no matter what, the man hitting the woman is always going to be worse. It's always, in my opinion, always going to be. I get protecting yourself is one thing. But punching him in the face, fucking him up is a whole different story. And you don't stay in it. Got you young guys in here, like you stop. You don't stay in a relationship with a woman who hits you. Just don't do it. That's the man shit to do, is fucking walk away. Because after a while, it's all you. If you stay there and you keep getting fucking hit upside the head with a tea kettle just when you're on the couch for no reason, that's on you. Leave. Split up. What do you do to Benavidez versus Morrell? 50-50. What are you, nuts, Mike? 80-20 for Benavidez. What up, Dwayne? Berlanga celebrate. I know. Well, and that's okay. But he's not talking about the money. He's talking about, yo, people calling me saying I actually won, even though I lost, but I really won. And they couldn't believe how dope I was. And I'm like, that's why when Tank said this homeboy celebrating a loss or mediocrity is crazy, I agree with him. Now, I wouldn't say that to him as a fighter, because it's like, why you hating on your own kind? Like, we're all boxing brothers. But maybe they have some kind of a beef that I don't know about. She snitched on his injuries to better BF team. Okay. Well, again, if he's whooping her ass, then that's okay. I hate guys that hit women. That's not cool. That's what I'm saying, Alberto. Allegedly. True. It's all alleged. We don't know. Wow, and I know you're in favor of Benavidez. Hell yeah. The minute a woman hits me, I'm turning into Chris Breezy. Well, I hope you're kidding, Dwayne, because that's punk shit. That is punk shit. I'm trying to mentor you and all you other young guys in here that come and watch me to do the right thing. That's not the right thing. No Chris Breezy. I didn't know they call Chris Brown Chris Breezy. Plus, I didn't even know you knew about that. Did he whoop her ass before you were even born? Either way, no. You never talk to them again. You don't whoop their ass. He got to lose his wrench for that. I know, right? I'm with you, Alberto. Maybe he's joking. Morrell has 10 fights and he never... It's ridiculous, Rich. You're absolutely right. I don't know. But then if you think about it, who else is there to fight at 175 that's considered a threat? Right? Benavidez is smart. He's knocking this shit off now. Because in 3-4 years, by the time Benavidez is ready to retire and Morrell is probably undefeated and all that, people are going to be like, oh, you ducked him. All right, how about let me just beat him now so I have to fucking hear his name again. I don't like the fight because I think it's a little risky for Benavidez because now you're fighting a young lion who doesn't really have a following. It doesn't sell and has way less fights than you. This is called high risk, low reward fight. That's why I don't like it. Marco, I'm joking. I would never hit a woman. I hope so. I got Bivol. You are out of your fucking mind. Of course you said that. You think his wife's making... Yo, Lo, these dudes think beating women is cool. You believe that? Anthony Yard. Yes, that's a good one. You believe that, Lo? These dudes think Bivol whooping his wife's ass is like, well, she shouldn't tell people. She shouldn't go on social media and tell people that he beats her. I'm like, fuck yeah, she should. Living in Russia where you got no rights and you probably get your ass whooped every day and it's just part of everyday prayer. Get up, pray, get your ass whooped, have lunch, get your ass whooped, have dinner, brush your teeth, get your ass whooped, take a dump, get your ass whooped. Yeah, that's exactly what you do. Tio ducked because these guys are unsure if Super Tio shows up out. Absolutely. How was 80-20 risky? No, I think that's his possibility of winning. But it's boxing. So there's always a possibility you're going to lose. So it's risky because it's not about the number. It's if you lose, how does that affect you? Certain fighters you lose will affect you way less than others. So Chris Brown ended up having a career, though. Yeah, I know. But don't forget also, Alberto, this was before Me Too, before Black Lives Matter, before, all the turmoil, the gender equality, the transgender, gay shit happened. This is before all that. So people now are a lot more sensitive and willing to cancel you in a fucking second. Not saying us. The boxing culture is really not like that, but what's up, Raf? Sounds like you have 60-40. Now, remember what you said about AJ and Daniel. Yeah, I know. I was wrong. I could be wrong now. Clarissa probably beats on her man. Nah, Clarissa's cool, man. I talk to her sometimes. She's cool. I got Bivol by stoppage. That's because you're smoking crack rocks. Like Dave Chappelle said, my friend.
Smoke rocks.
Tio versus Bud is next. Nah, man. Low. No one wants to see that shit. Tio's not going to... Bud will not fight him. Bud knows better. He's trying to build legacy, not be laughed at. Men don't hit women. You women don't hit a man. True. They probably grow them with. Yep, absolutely. Guys are paying $1,100 for a meet and greet so Chris Brown can grab their women. I don't know if that's an actual fact, but that's weird. Before unanimous decision. Come on, Clarissa. You drunk? Where are you from again? I forget. Low, we don't want to see Tio. Nah, I disagree with that. We want to see Tio. Alberto, man, that's your fellow Latino Hispanic brother. You don't want to see Tio? Come on. You so big on Mexican fighters. Give love to a Hispanic fighter. Mexicans are still Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? Shit. He talks too much and don't. He don't produce. You ever see him fight Comey? You ever see him fight Loma? You ever see him fight Josh Taylor? You ever see any of the other numerous highlight knockouts he's had where he starts dancing and doing backflips afterwards? Come on now. Marco, people say Demetrius is a one-trick pony. South side of Houston. All right. Went to Houston once. God, I forget the name of it. We went to this restaurant. I forget the name of it. I liked Houston quite a bit, actually. Hell no, Mexicans only. Mexicans only?
Oh, that's racist.
Damn. Okay. Marco, I saw your new Pacquiao video. It was good. Thank you. Did you guys see my new Chris Bird video? Peep it right now. It's called The Slickest Heavyweight Boxer. Slick. Chris Bird, he maybe wasn't the best. He was up there. Slickest heavyweight. That's because, little fun fact, little spoiler, he was really a blown up super middleweight. Blown up middleweight, I should say. Tio is Guatemalan. He is not Guatemalan. So once again.
Oh, that's racist.
Not Guatemalan.
Oh, that's racist.
Not Guatemalan. Good Lord. Marco KO wouldn't pay $1,000 for one picture backstage. Okay. Well, good for them. On the OnlyFans, it says Canelo's not fighting. Benavidez damages more sport than Canelo's legacy. Maybe. What a schmoove. Nah, James Toney was not. Well, I guess you could argue saying that Chris Bird was not an actual heavyweight either. Nah, James Toney was a slicker defender. Bird was a slicker defender, but his offense was slicker. So he was a slicker total package fighter. Arthur's going to land his. Nah, I don't think so. Marco, I still can't go back and watch TPV since that day that they called you a racist. It pissed me off so bad. Oh, appreciate you. Donuts, what? 2 questions. What's your ethnicity? You white, you black, Hispanic, what are you? And 2, how old are you? But I appreciate it. Don't worry about that, man. They were just, Ness was just trolling. Amin, unfortunately, I think, meant it at the time, but, we talked behind the scenes after. We squashed it. It's all good. Is James Toney in your top 10? All time? No. No. But top 50 for sure. What episode did that guy spaz out on you? I'm trying to watch it. What guy? 37 Mexican. Was this Gvon? Is this Gvon? Nah, Gvon's been back on. Alright. Well, yeah. So, like I told you, so I appreciate it, but go back and watch. They actually, we all respect each other. I wouldn't be on a show where they don't respect me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we fuck with each other every now and then, but Sweet Pea versus Duran. Sweet Pea. I thought Mike Tyson was the slickest heavyweight. Nah, not slickest. Ali was slicker than Mike. Larry Holmes was slicker than Mike. The drunk guy. Oh. I mean, that wasn't just me. He was going like that on everybody. You talking about Tech? That was like a couple days ago. Monday, maybe? You didn't read how I said Arthur has been dropped several times, but I've seen that. I've seen him get dropped. Yeah. But he's also got, so you look at that stat. Okay. What about the stat that every time he got up and knocked the person out? Every time. Matter of fact, only been dropped 2 times, maybe? 2, I think. But knocked out every person he's ever fought. 21 knockouts. Or is it 20? Nah, they all went against Marco. Well, it was only 2 of them. It was just 3 of us on the panel. You got Raza behind you. You're good in LA. What? You got Raza behind you. You're good in LA. The fuck does that mean? Is that like some gang shit you're in? What the fuck's Raza? I got peeps in LA. Come on, man. CT Fletcher is my man. Jeremy Williams, former heavyweight contender, my man. Shit. You got Chris Bird beating James Toney. Wow. I don't know. What's up, Chino? Yawn. Better late than never, homeboy. You watch Pro Box? Nope. You fuck with each other every now and then. Pause. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Not a big deal. LeBron versus Jordan. A drunk guy was talking crazy to the GOAT, Marco. I appreciate you. He was talking crazy to everybody. Literally everybody. Could you rank a fighter higher all time than a fighter, even if you think he can beat him in a fight? Can you rank a fighter higher all time than another fighter, even though, yes, you can. Absolutely. Because that whole cliche, styles make fights. Did you see Lopez reality TV show? No. Fury gets dropped many times and got back up and wins. Exactly. LeBron versus Jordan. I think Michael Jordan's the greatest basketball player who ever lived. Easy. Not the most dominant, though. Like the Mexican homies, Raza. Is that what that means? Any word on Canelo Japan fight? Nope. Undisputed Game is light. Yeah, man. I just played it. Yo, Eon. I couldn't get out. I started playing with Roy under career mode. I couldn't get out. My son, who's 11 and knows how to plays the PS5 every day, he couldn't figure it out. I couldn't get out of the fucking career mode to go back to the very beginning and then just fight the computer. You know what I'm saying? Use like whoever, 93 Riddick Bowe against. I didn't know how to get out. There was no main menu to get to the fucking. That shit was so confusing. So many buttons, so many branches, so fucking clustered. Just stop playing it, which sucks because I spent, whatever, $80, whatever it cost. Hit that like button. What's up, Pancho? Excuse me, Pancho. Jordan standing debate. Yep. That's a factoroni. That's a factoroni pizza. Alberto Raza means Mexicans got your back. Oh, all right. Yeah, Raza means homies. You got hit the racist button on yourself for assuming the gang shit. Okay. You can't blame me, though. You can't blame me because it did sound like, don't worry, the Raza got your back. But okay.
Oh, that's racist.
Jordan, hands down. Yep. No top 5, no specific order. Mayweather Jr., no argument with that. Roy, of course. And of course, thanks for the bounce pass.
I must have forgot.
Marvin, of course. Ricardo Lopez. You know what? I'm not going to argue with that either. Sweep. I wouldn't have that specific list, but that is a dope list. I don't argue with that. There's an argument for that list. Who you got? Old Bud versus Tio. Bud's way too big. James played in an era with no defense. Are you talking about basketball? So I made everyone good around. Yep. Marco, the Undisputed Game is choppy for me. The graphics were I was disappointed too. My wife was saying the same thing. She was saying it looked like that movie. My wife said it looked like that movie about the train from the early 2000s with Tom Hanks. It was like a Disney movie where he's like a train conductor. That was where the graphics looked good, but for then, but you look at it now, you're like, ugh, what is that? Stick figures? Yeah, but that's like Hagler beat Duran decision. Yeah, well, that's the triangle theory. Raza, I think, is a Wu-Tang. No, he is not a. You're talking about the damn course. You have to be young. How old are you? RZA. RZA. The RZA you're speaking of, not Raza. What it do? What's cracking, Pancho? Mexicano. Ahora, mi cardenal. Mi carnal. Ricardo Lopez. Word up. You got to add Roy Jr. in all that boxing list. Well, appreciate the other bounce pass.
Y'all must have forgot.
Guys are just lobbing them to me today. Undisputed has PS3. I know, Jay. That's what I'm saying. And it took 8 years to make that. You can barely put combos together. Yeah. Polar Express. Thank you, Skips. Yeah, Roy is mad slow, and they have me fight. I was fighting some dude who's 6'7", some guy named Hashem Williams that they just made up. I'm like, who the fuck is that? Yeah, they were overhyping it. Yep. The RZA Recta, abomatomically, with Socrates' philosophies, be dropping these mockeries, lyrical arm robbery. Tommy Hearns, no. Top 10 hardest puncher, yes. Not all-time fighter, no. Undisputed is low budget because they only had 20 million. Wow. That's like movie budget. Actually, less. The RZA, the Jizza, ODB, Ghostface Killer, Inspect the Deck, the Method Man. Wait. The RZA, the Jizza, You God, Ghostface Killer, Inspect the Deck, Oh Dirty Bastard. Who am I missing? Undisputed Fight Night Champion. Yep. They said that depending on sales next year will be much better. They're going to make it in a year. They're not going to create a whole nother game in a year. This shit took like 8 years, I think. You know the guy who makes the beat for Wu-Tang? It's RZA. Yep. Well, RZA's like the brains of Wu-Tang. He started it. It's him and his brother Divine. I think that's his half brother, but they own all the masters, all the rights. Like they are the studio executives of the Wu-Tang brand. Best rapper in Wu-Tang. I like Jizza, the genius. Personally, I think he's and Method Man. Method Man won. Jizza too. I think you God's kind of garbage. Is it true T.O. doing a podcast? Is it doing a podcast with a lawyer talking about what's going on? I don't know. I'm gonna say Jizza and Tony Stark is the best rappers. Oh yeah, Raekwon. Forgot about Raekwon. Raekwon, Ghostface. Nah, I disagree. Jizza, yes. Yeah, Raekwon's dope. Ghostface is dope, but Method Man that's why he became the most popular overall, commercially, acting, because Method Man's the best. Come on. If you got to spar a Prime Roy when you were younger, how would you have dealt with the speed? I don't know, man. I would have probably tried that. Hit him. Like I don't think he'd be too fast for me, but he might not be fast enough because I was really fast. I might have been able to hit him too. Because he was super fast with his movement, but his hands were, his feet and his hand and his head movement wasn't as fast as his hands. So I might be able to hit him and then also just kind of overwhelm him, go on him, hold him, that kind of thing. Jizza, aka Prince Rakeem. T.O. can't fuck with Crawford. His power didn't carry. Of course. Cream. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Hope all you said dollar bill, yo. I think Method and Ray. Yep. RZA, ODB, Jizza. RZA goes. Method Man. Capadonna. Forgot about Capadonna. Yep. You don't have Raekwon in there. There you go. The Raza, the Cholo, and the Low Rider, man. Damn, Clarissa. I believe you saying that was officially.
Oh, that's racist.
I low-key think Tio would lose to Ryan. If he swallows a couple of those left shotgun blasts, maybe. Which fighter all time was more dangerous after being dropped? Ooh, good question. Shit. I had to think about that one. That's a great question. Trinidad, probably. That motherfucker got so many flash knockdowns. Oh, look at that. Great minds think alike. Texas. Roy that fought Tarver the second time versus Bivol. Okay, well, once again, thank you for the no look.
Y'all must have forgot.
That Roy loses to a lot of people, even though he had heart. Actually, he might beat that. Roy was still good enough to beat most people, but he was already done at that point. Fried like a mozzarella stick. Fury, yes. Fury, too. They said Haney training with Roach and Mickey Bay. Okay. No black fighter should give Ryan the chance for a big payday since he want to talk shit. You got a point. You got a point. Talking shit about black women, black men, Muslims, gay people, all kinds of shit. He just hasn't insulted Bulgarians yet, but it's going to come. That'd be a good fight. I want to see if Ben Whitaker's the goods or if he's just Prince Nassim carbon copy wannabe. If he's just Walmart Prince Nassim. Diet Nas. The Prince Light. Yeah, Freddie Roach. Freddie's a cool dude. I like Freddie. I met him a couple times. Or no, just once. I just met him just once in person. But he was cool. Good dude from Boston. So Boston, dude. Not a bad fighter either. And when he fought, Freddie was a decent fighter. I like Ben Bajai too much. He's more a drunken master. Yeah. Don't disrespect Prince. Damn. Okay. Sorry. Must be easy to be a victim. What the fuck's that mean? I'm confused. You know who nobody talks about? I know. I don't even. So you guys know, right? I tend to not keep my radar. My radar stays at a certain level, upper middle class and above. So Dmitry Pirog, although he might have been he would never really made it commercial. I never even heard of him until recently. Didn't he retire undefeated? Not them fighting, just your thoughts on Ben at 75. Jai is a cruiserweight. Oh, I don't know yet. We got to see. You know, he looks fun. He looks exciting. He looks like he has good power, speed. But the competition needs to stiffen. Prince had the greatest ring entrance ever. The flying carpet. That shit was dope. You know, I did a video on Prince recently, and I said that, and some dumb fuck who obviously doesn't watch boxing was like, "Yo, this fucked up. You shouldn't be racist saying he comes in on flying carpets," because he thought, you know how I have a lot of analogies, or what do you call them? Not similes. What do you call what I say? Metaphors. He thought I was just doing a hypothetical metaphor talking about Prince being racist, saying, "Oh, Arabs come in flying carpets." I remember the dude wrote that in the comment, and then he got fucking murdered by all the other chats. Like, you dumbass, he did come in on a flying carpet. He wasn't trying to be funny. Idiot. Yes, he did. He just retired due to back issues. That and Thriller. Huh? Thriller. Prime Mike versus Prime Roy. Mike's too much for him. Mike's too big. And Mike's one of the only few people that were as fast as Roy, faster than Roy with his feet and his head movement, and very close to Roy with hand speed. He was just way bigger, hit way harder, and Roy couldn't hurt Mike. Mike's chin, and he was just a much heavier. Nah, you guys, nah. Prime Roy wouldn't beat Mike. I don't think. Prime Mike, 89, 90 Mike. It's way too big. People are so dumb. Word. Sugar Ray versus Sugar Ray. I did a video on that. I called it the two Sugar Rays. Wait. I gotta go. I don't know. There's no footage of a prime welterweight Sugar Ray Robinson, so we don't know. Muhammad Ali versus Mike Tyson. 60, 64, 65 Ali versus 88 Tyson. I don't know. I can't call that one. If you go by what Frazier did to Ali, you got to go with Tyson. But then if you go by, Buster Douglas boxing the shit out of Tyson, but Buster was not like Ali. Ali moved his head straight back. Buster was just, you got to go. Okay. Marvelous Marvin Hagler versus Bernard Hagler. I beat Sugar Ray Robinson in Undisputed Career Mode. Okay. Prime Tyson over everyone. There's a great argument for that. Tyson's style was created to beat Ali. That's possible. Cuss might have done that. Although Cus D'Amato, who created Tyson's style, had a fighter who Ali fought named Floyd Patterson with that style. And Ali beat the shit. Floyd is one of those guys who kept calling him Cassius Clay, even when he changed his name. And Ali beat him mercilessly. He beat him like he sold him a kilo of baking soda. Manny versus Julio Cesar. Chavez, too big. Ali lost 3 years of his prime. Man, actually, maybe Pacquiao. Maybe Pacquiao. With the angles and maybe Pacquiao. That's a good one. Ali lost 3 years of his prime. Imagine. He was 29 or some shit when he came back. He was still young. He just some reason got fat and looked old. It was weird. People thought back then in the up until the 90s, 2000s, when you hit 30, all athletes were knocking on the door of retirement or retired. They would start putting on a little weight. I remember thinking as a kid, wow, 30 is old. You're done. Sugar Ray versus Oscar. Sugar Ray Leonard. Liston was nowhere near Tyson, just the power. Right. Exactly. Sugar Ray Leonard versus Oscar. Yeah, we did this one. I got Sugar Ray Leonard. Oscar was great, but Sugar Ray Leonard's a different level. The speed, the power, the will, the smarts. Oscar wasn't the smartest fighter. He just was extremely talented. Very athletic, very fast hands, good move, feet, very fast feet, a lot of power. Have a good evening. Okay, peace out. So, we'll see. What else we got? Talk to me. I'm going to do a video. It's either a video. What would you guys rather see? Tell me now, please. A video of when Cotto made history and became a middleweight champion by upsetting and knocking out fuck's his name? God, Argentinian fighter. I'm blanking right now. Martinez, Sergio Martinez. So when Cotto knocked out Martinez, an upset to win the middleweight championship and go up his fifth weight class, or when Burt Cooper almost knocked out and ruined the full head of steam freight train that was Evander Holyfield in Atlanta in front of his own fucking hometown crowd. Which one would you guys rather see? Cotto Martinez, Burt Cooper, Smoking Burt versus Evander. Talk to a cracker. Tell me. Tank versus Barrera? I don't know. I got to go with Tank, but, Sergio. Okay, Sergio had bad knees. Yeah, it looked that way, but still. Cotto. So you guys would all rather see the Cotto one instead of the Smoking Burt and Holyfield one? Shit. You guys forget him. A lot more clean fucking cinder blocks landed and people went down left and right. Cooper versus it was more exciting to watch. But you guys would rather see that one. All right, there we go. We got one Cooper Evander. Tommy Hearns versus Charlo. This one, by the way, that's dope. And Ray Mercer. Ken Norton was severely overrated. Ray Mercer stops him. Tommy Hearns versus Charlo. Hearns. Yeah, man. Burt Cooper was no joke. Canelo versus Marvelous. I got Marvelous over everybody, but you know, Canelo's still active, so let's talk about that when he retires in another 5 years or whatever it is. Mike versus Rocky. Mike's way too big. Mike outweighed Rocky by almost 50 pounds. No, excuse me, 40 pounds. 40 pounds. Outweighed him by 40 pounds. Was the same height, way faster, hit as hard, if not hard, probably harder, way faster with his hands, with his feet. No. Rocky had good defense, though, and he gets low to the ground. So it would have been a little difficult for Tyson because Tyson's not used to fighting those guys that are his size and that get low. Remember, Rocky would go low, but Tyson would break him. Canelo. He's too big for Oscar. Charlo might beat Hearns. Yeah, he fucks Rocky up. Brutal. People talk shit about Loma, but by the time Loma has 12 fights, yeah, but that's just, I mean, it's impressive, but, you know, just because they fast-tracked him doesn't mean he's better than dudes who did it in more time. Duran. I got Duran. Yeah. Too many angles, too much power, too much smarts. It would be tough him dealing with Pacquiao's angles and fast straight punches and his footwork, but Duran had great footwork. His wasn't as Duran's footwork wasn't as not excessive, but as obvious. Like, so Pacquiao jumps all the way to the side. It's like it's very extended, exaggerated. Duran will go to the side, but just little slight, subtle steps and twists. But they did the same thing. Rocky's best wins were against older fighters. Rocky was only champion for 3 years, people. 3 years, and not his best. All his wins. You're right, Jay. He didn't beat one. He might have beat a prime Jersey Joe Walcott. Not Jersey, excuse me, Ezra Charles. But everybody else was old that he beat. All of them. Do you really think Sean Porter is old? Yes. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. But he's one of the greatest pressure fighters I've ever seen. Lennox, Eon. Lennox would have fucked him up. He knew it too. That you want to see one of the biggest ducks in history? Riddick Bowe, ducking Lennox was colossal. Kovalev Tarver. Ooh, I would have loved to see that. I would have had Kovalev at that time. Kovalev was just walking true everybody. Julian, you mean Julian Jackson? Schmoove? Because there's no Julian Williams. He ain't first ballot. Joe Walcott footwork was amazing. He was the only one to drop Rocky too. I don't think he's the only one. I think Rocky went down a couple times. Let's see. I think Rocky went down 2 or 3 times in his career. Let's see. How many times was Rocky Marciano knocked? Let's see, down. Rocky Marciano twice. So I was right. Ooh, Archie Moore dropped him too. So it's Archie Moore and Walcott. So you're almost right, Smooth. Sergio versus Canati. Ooh, Sergio was a slick, tough motherfucker. Hard to catch. I gotta go with Golovkin, though. Golovkin was just got to everybody. Julian, yeah. What was it, though? Hearns versus Julian Jackson? Fuck, that's a good one. They're very similar fighters. I think Hearns might have just had the size and the power advantage. And I would have gone with Hearns. That would have been a bombardier festival. How much of a chance do you give Fundora to beat Crawford? He's not fighting Crawford. He's supposed to fight Spence. Is that what you mean? Chocolatito versus Inoue. I don't know, man. Inoue's still fighting, but I got Inoue, baby. What's up, Gnarls Barkley? Canelo versus Winky. Canelo. Too big. I already asked you Sergio Triple G question. Yeah, you did. Who wins Tank versus Ryan at 40? I still got to go with Tank. Tommy Hearns, McCallum. McCallum was too big. Hearns got bigger later in his career, but Hearns was a really like a welter, maybe middleweight tops. Oh, so was McCallum though, huh? I'll go with Hearns. Klitschko versus Wilder. Wow, that's a good one. I don't know. Probably Wilder. Jesse Rodriguez about to be tougher. Yeah, well, he should be. Tapia Mark Johnson. Too Sharp. Or no, Mark Too Sharp Johnson? Or Boom Boom Johnson. No, he's Too Sharp. It's the guy who Prince knocked out. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't really remember much of I know who both guys are. I just don't remember their styles much. Lennox versus, at first I thought Fury. But you know what? I can't answer that. I want to see how Fury does in the rematch. Because hey, Lennox lost a fight too, rematched, came back. You know what I'm saying? So let's see. A lot of people are upset with Tank's cherry picking. I think we're going to get a good fight soon. I hope so. Benitez, Pepino, Cuevas. I don't know. I don't know much about Cuevas. Got Roy Jones beating McCallum. Of course. All right. Once again, thank you for the lob.
Y'all must have forgot.
Walter Smith? Who the fuck is that? You trying to say Walker Smith Jr.? You trying to give me Sugar Ray Robinson's real name? Because if you are, you spelled it wrong. And McCallum was a beast. Yeah, he was. What up, Brendan? Muhammad Ali. We already did that one. 88 Mike Tyson. I think 88 Mike Tyson was prime. 89 is he had that fight against Frank Bruno, kind of hurt him. I don't know. Brandon, we already went over this one. I can't call that one. Salvador Sanchez versus Cesar Chavez. Chavez is way too big. Sanchez was way lighter. And Sanchez had too short of a career to really, really analyze and match him. Vander versus Klitschko. Klitschko. Definitely Klitschko. Especially Vitali. Too big. Way too big. You saw how Lennox spanked fucking Holyfield? Klitschko do the same shit. Size advantage. Power. I still can't believe we never got Lennox versus Vladimir. Well, Lennox retired after he had, life or death, tooth or nail, all out fucking war with his older brother, Vitali. Holmes Foreman. Holmes, too slick. Julio Cesar versus Manny. We did. I have to go Chavez. You're right. Fundora is supposed to be fighting Spence next. Oh, good chance. 60-40 Spence, I'd say. That's a serious question right there, Woo. The Woo. Who do you think wins that one? I'm going to go. I might have to go with Lennox because of the size advantage and the power. Although Holmes had a crazy chin. Only dropped by what? Ernie Schaefer's and Tyson. Like the share this stream where you'll get your pack busted at Diddy party with tons of baby. Ugh. James Toney versus Mike Tyson. In 92 pro fights, Toney was never knocked out. I know. Tyson's too much for him. Lennox over Holmes. Yep, I agree. Hey, do you wonder why all the Devin channels already know what Devin didn't accept vital testing? I didn't know if he didn't accept. Uh, 1-1-1 Marquez versus Eric Morales. I don't know, man. I guess Morales because he had the power advantage. Prince versus Marquez. Probably Marquez because he was such a smart counterpuncher. I feel Prime Holmes didn't get enough respect. He just come in the wrong era. I mean, he's one of the greatest heavyweights who ever lived. I think he gets his respect. New fights will always beat those old school fighters. Not true. Killer B. Ryan or Shakur? Probably Shakur. Because Ryan seems a little one-dimensional. I was wondering, watching a Hagler doc, and I never knew he got his first title shot. Yeah, man, people were avoiding him like the bubonic plague. Bill Haney was caught paying YouTube channels to be biased. He was caught paying them? No. You definitely make a case for Larry Holmes being top 5. Hell yeah. That one right there, Dwayne, that's a question for the ages. Matter of fact, Sugar Ray Leonard ducked Aaron Pryor on national television. Pryor came up to him during a press conference, right up to him, said wanted to fight him, and Sugar Ray never fought him. That would have been something. I still got to go with Ray Leonard because I think, but that would have been that would have been an all out tooth and nail. That would have been a crazy hard fight for both men. Tyson over Tua. Ryan beats Rolly. Hagler had a great politicians involved for him to get a title shot. Had to get him. Yeah. Who is Hagler and Sugar Ray? You're kidding, right? Yeah, you got to be kidding. You're being a jokester. All right, let me get out of here in a couple minutes, people. What else we got? Floyd over everyone. Possible. Very possible. Mamelo. But probable? I don't know. What else we got, suckers? I got Sweet Pea. Boo. There's only a couple people that I would choose. And again, not by a long shot. I would choose over Floyd. Sweet Pea's one of them. Okay. Mayweather would beat Vernon Forrest, but I've heard some really famous Buddy McGirt, a couple people told me that they thought Vernon would have been the guy to beat Mayweather if he didn't die. Julian Jackson was too heavy for Pryor, Ian. Too heavy. Pryor fought at around 140. Julian was a middleweight. 154, 160. So yeah, they weren't in the same category. Tyson, George Foreman. Tyson. Sugar beats Floyd at 147. I agree. Both Sugars, maybe. Marco, you should do a side-by-side comparison between Floyd and those so-called GOATs. Like, what you mean? Best boxing ref? Oh, I don't know. It's not a profession you're necessarily skilled at. Like, certain guys make better calls, but I don't know the best. I don't know. Mills Lane was great. What's his face was really good. Joe Cortez, of course, Arthur McCanty, senior and junior. Ooh, that was the fight right there. I thought Kovalev was going to beat him back then. I was going with Kovalev because I thought that Adonis was great, but all he had was that straight left. Shea Mosley versus Felix Trinidad. Mosley. Pacquiao versus Valero. I don't know. Probably Pacquiao. Spider Rico says, "What's up, God? What the dilly, Rico? My man, Spider Rico. Oh, Spider Rico. Oh, boom, 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 boom." Rico, you ever hear that clip? It's from an old school radio station in New York City where they go, Puerto Rico. Oh, you're Puerto Rican, aren't you? You're some shit. You're Hispanic. You never told me what you are, though. What country? Like Venezuelan, Colombian, Dominican, Honduran? What are you? No boxer the ability to adapt like Floyd. That's not true. But he's up there with the best to do it. Refs make good calls and bad calls. Yep. Lennox versus Riddick Bowe. Lennox. Come on, Lennox. Listen to Spiderico. Not popular, but I said then, I'm saying it now, Chad Dawson beats Kelzaki. No, that's very possible. Dawson had that range, that power, those straight punches, that tenacity. He might have just overpowered and overwhelmed Kelzaki. And Kelzaki wouldn't earn respect. He didn't hit hard, so Dawson would just keep walking straight through him. We already did that one. I don't know. Tyson yes, by far. I'm a universal. See, he never answers the fucking question, Rico. Never answers. His fucking name's Esteban. I mean, you could be Panama. I mean, you could be a whole bunch of different places. Tank versus Lomachenko. Tank. My head hurts when I watch old school fights because they're all predictable and easy to outbox. Oh, shut up. I'm going to say Prime Roy beats Kelzaki. Old Roy dropped Kelzaki.
Y'all must have forgot.
Roy beats anybody. What's up, y'all? Just got here. What up, Kobe? I'm about to end this bitch, though, Kobe. Whitaker versus Corte. Whitaker, come on. Corte was good, but you can't fuck with Whitaker. Cortez just had that bazooka jab. Ike Bazooka Corte. He had that jab. Whop, whop, whop. He would just jab all night. Like, my arm would get tired watching him jab so much. You got to go with Ricardo Lopez because he never lost. But Carbo Hall touches him once, it's over. Hell yeah, Primary knocks Joe the fuck out. Current Mike versus current Shannon Briggs. I don't know. Let's see how Mike looks against Jake Paul. Briggs is a little younger. You know, Briggs is 52 where Tyson's almost 60. So that age will make a difference now. So I might go with Briggs because of the youth advantage. I must have forgot Floyd beat all the fighters and most champs. Yeah, we didn't forget. Bigger upset than Ali versus Sonny Liston. Yeah. Ali versus Sonny Liston was big, but not as big as that. Tyson versus Douglas was insanity. So, anyway, all right, peoples, I'm out. Appreciate you guys. I will peep y'all tomorrow. Peace.